Hi guys, and welcome back to Strive to Survive. So in this episode, I'm going to go over some of the off-camera work that's been taking place over at the witch farm mostly, but there's a couple other projects that have taken place. And as you can see, I've taken some time and actually made the base a little bit more homely, I guess would be the right word. But yeah, so actually let's check on this. We need to put this stuff away. Yeah, we're actually getting to the point where we almost have enough iron to do some projects. You can see I've been, getting some lapis, getting some obsidian, just gathering a bunch of resources off camera. A lot of it is with Matt's help. He's been helping me do a lot of the mining, so we're getting a good supply of redstone here. We're getting some string that's going to be used on the witch farm, so we're going to need all that. And I'm starting to expand the chest room a little bit more, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And we've got, well, actually, a lot of the cobble's been used, but I'll show you why in a second. And I'm just waiting to get some potatoes. That's enough. So we're gonna head over, and I'll show you some of the other base improvements that have been going on. I don't know. There's a little bit of stuff added here, just some pots, a table, just to make it look a little bit more like an actual base, I guess, instead of just a function only place. This whole hallway is actually new. We've got the starts of a brewing room, which of course we haven't really found another fortress to get nether wart yet, but eventually this will be the brewing room. And then we've got this nice little lava feature that I put in, and this is the guest room, which actually I think might be nicer than the main bedroom, but whatever. So and then we got this nice little view here, looks out over the back of the base. So yeah, that's the improvements that I've been making around here. I don't think there's anything really. Well, I finally finished the floor here, and yeah, finished this room, so it's actually really easy to jump down there now. But yeah, that's all just like functional changes there. So that's all done. Let's head on into the Nether, because that's where a lot of the changes have been taking place. So the first thing you'll notice when we get in here is we have the starts of a rail system now. And this is just real basic. It's basically just some powered track here, followed up by some unpowered track, and then we'll hit the powered track again here. And I've got half slabs across the top, so you can't walk through it. But that also means the zombie pigmen can't spawn here or wander onto the track. Like if they're over here, they can't bother you. So let's go ahead, and there hasn't been any changes to the spider farm or anything. And this is just temporary, guys. So eventually there's going to be a track system in here, but it was starting to get pretty annoying to get all the way down to the desert and that from here. So we hit the button here and we start going. You can see it's real basic track. I didn't feel the need to really do a tutorial on how I set this up, but I will show you some of the features here when we get to the first stop, which is basically the XP farm. You'll notice that there's 3 unpowered track. That's just enough to stop you completely. Then if you hold down on W, it gets you moving again, and you can go off to your next stop. And it's the same thing for the witch farm and the desert. And then beyond the desert is actually the jungle. It actually goes way down here and then branches off to the right, but the track actually stops right here at the desert for now, because it takes a lot of gold to make these powered, or in this case unpowered tracks. But you get, for every 6 pieces of gold, you only get 6 tracks here. So gold is still what's really holding us up here. I got a lot of this. In fact, I think I didn't make any track for this project. I got all of this track from the abandoned mine shaft that's off of the spider farm. So that came in very handy. But let's run down here to the desert and I'll show you one of the other things I've been working on. And of course I didn't bring any emeralds with me, but that's okay. Basically I've been improving the village that's over here, adding some security and doing stuff like that so that the villagers wouldn't get attacked by zombies and that. And in fact I came very ill prepared for this. Let me head back to base real quick and grab what I need, guys, and then I will meet you at the desert. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. We're in the desert now. So we're just going to follow this torch path and we're heading over to the village that's right off the edge of the desert. It's like right over this mountain in this plains area. So like I was saying, I've been doing some improvements to this village, and basically I've tried to fortify it as much as possible against the zombie attacks, because I've noticed quite a few of the villagers have some pretty decent trades. One is trading 1 emerald for 3 glowstone, and since I have an abundance of emeralds, that's pretty appealing to me. Unfortunately, it seems like I actually did as many trades as possible with that villager already, so they don't want to do that anymore. But I'm not sure if that resets eventually or how that really works. So I guess we'll find out. I've also noticed that they want to trade some raw beef for emeralds and wheat for emeralds, which we have tons of both of those resources, so that's why we're here. And I know that one of them is actually trading, I think, 11 emeralds for some diamond leggings, so definitely here for that. So you can see I've built this wall with the iron doors to keep the zombies out, and I've just lit everything up here. So hello, are there, I hear villagers. Here we go. Oh, look at the little baby villager too. Hi. So who's got what to trade? This guy's trading. That's actually not bad, but our diamond sword isn't quite broken enough yet to do that deal. You want books? So, alright guys. Well, I'm going to have to do some trading with these guys. So, let me do that real quick, and then I'll catch back up with you and we'll keep going. So happens that the 2 guys that I am looking for are standing right next to each other. So this guy trades beef for emeralds, which I've already gotten 7 out of him doing that. And this is the guy that trades emeralds for diamonds, so perfect. For those of you that don't know, the way this works is you trade with them. You don't have to do it until they won't trade anymore, but once you start trading with them, it opens up more trade opportunities here. So I think there's a total of 3 that you can get with each villager. So even though this isn't a very good trade, it's almost worth it to do it to see what else he would provide. But I'm going to make sure we get these leggings first, because our leggings are just about to break. So what else? What else do you offer? Nothing? Oh, there it is. 22 coal for emeralds. I don't know that that's such a great deal, buddy. What about you? You'll offer an iron helmet. I don't need cooked pork chops. I don't need anything that you have. You're offering steak. It's starting to get dark. What do you? Raw pork chops. You know, someone trades wheat. It's probably the guy that looks. It's actually easier to find these guys. No. When they're in their houses, so. Huh, what's this guy got? Chain leggings. No thank you. Who's opening this door? You having some trouble there, buddy? Anyone in here? Nope. Alright, well, I've got to find the guy that's trading wheat and get some more emeralds out of him. And, it's not you. But yeah, I'll catch back up with you guys after I do that. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I finally found the villager trading wheat. It was all the way in the house, way over there. But, anyways, some of the other improvements that we made to this area, I actually graveled up the roads, made all the houses accessible, because a lot of these didn't have doors, which was preventing villagers from spawning here. Basically, the way that works is villagers can only spawn if you have a house with a door. And what it classifies as a house is it has to be within 5 blocks of the door. It has to be a different amount of blocks that are actually level. So there's only one here on this side of the door. There's 1, 2, 3. So we classify this as a house as long as there's a roof over top of it as well. That one doesn't have anybody in it, but you can see most of these other ones actually, and coincidentally that's the person that's trading wheat, and then they have a terrible flint conversion here as well, but we're not going to be doing that. The other thing, other than the walls, that we're going to do to kind of protect these villagers and the lights is we're going to take and do one of these numbers. We need 5 blocks of iron, and I know this will happen automatically. If you get enough villagers, you can actually an iron golem has a chance of spawning in the village to protect them, but I'm going to actually spawn one for them because I want to make sure that they're protected. So basically, to do this, you want to go 2 up and then 1 on each side, so make a big T, and then pumpkin as the head, and there you go, 1 iron golem, and he will walk around, protect these guys. The nice part about them is they don't take falling damage, they can't drown. They look pretty cool in this texture pack, and they'll actually just protect these villagers. You can actually have them protect you as well, sort of. They'll auto attack any zombies or anything, and I don't think there's even a possibility of zombies getting into this village with how well lit up it is, but if they do, they're not going to be happy when they meet this iron golem. So that's kind of the last defense for these guys, and yeah, because I do want to keep these villagers alive and do some trading with them, because it seems like some of them, not you, but some of them have some pretty decent deals for us. So let's see. I know one of these houses. Whoa, spider attack. So although the zombies can't get in because of this wall, spiders definitely still can. So, and they'll be pretty aggressive, but I don't know that they'll attack villagers. This guy wants a lot of books for emeralds. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this area. Let me kind of spend the night here, and then I'm going to take you over to the witch farm, because I want to show you the progress that we've made there. What you doing, buddy? Want a potato? Here you go. Have a potato. Alright, so I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we're on our mine track again, and we just got to the witch farm. And one thing is, you can actually ride under this block. Obviously, I wouldn't have put it here if you can't. When you're in the minecart, you actually fit under this block, or through it, kind of. But when you get off, you need to have a 3 high space, so that's why there's no blocks here. So technically, a zombie pigman could come along and be standing right on this section of the track. It hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, this is just version 1 of the little rail network down here. It's gonna be vastly improved, so we don't have to run the remainder of the way. Because right now it just goes down that main line. It doesn't branch off at all. There's no switching in place, and that's kind of because I don't know that we have enough redstone to do that and the witch farm. I want to get the witch farm done first. That way we can get hopefully some pretty decent AFK redstone from these witches and glowstone. So, but we'll see. But yeah, we're almost here, and I want to stress that this has taken myself and to a great extent Matt a ton of hours of work. So I can't thank Matt enough for what he's done on this project, because yeah, it's, as it loads in, you can see it's done. I think the last time I was here I had half slabbed probably this half of it right to about there, and ripped out that part of the mountain, and Matt ended up getting on and just pulling an all-nighter and just completely ripping down that mountain, which was a huge job, and then half slabbing the whole thing. So yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I can't thank him enough for doing that. That's awesome. But we're pretty much at the point now where the next episode we can actually start work on the actual farm, now that all of this, boring stuff is done. Now we can actually focus on getting the farm up and running. So that is what the next 1 or 2 episodes will focus on. The first thing will be breaking down this witch hut and turning it into our spawning pads, and then from there we'll turn the spawning pads into a shifting floor design that will drop the witches down into some sort of canal system similar to what we have at the other farms, and then raise them up and drop them over there. You could technically just have the shifting floors here, drop them 20, I think it's 28 blocks to kill them, and just have a straight drop, but I'd rather move it over here and just drop them like we're accustomed to doing. I don't want to have to travel a huge distance down every time we come here, so I think that'll probably work out for us, guys. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I just wanted to give you guys some updates as to what we were doing in the world. So, and you could see all the resources that are here. This is just from ripping down those mountains, and from what Matt tells me, a lot of the resources he just left because he didn't feel like building a ton of chests and just stacking cobble. You can see there's no shortage of cobble back at the base. I think down in the mines there's actually 3 more double chests full of cobble that we just aren't bothering to bring up. They're just sitting down there in the mines. So yeah, I don't blame them for not grabbing all that cobble. There's just so much of it at this point. We need to find a project to use it all. So, I mean, this used a lot. This definitely used a lot with the half slabbing. But yeah, it didn't even put really a dent in what we got from this mountain. So, but like I said, guys, that's it for this episode. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.